change the idol industry.
LESSERAFIM.
Is HYBE about to make their biggest mistake ever? They're about to do something they really haven't done before since 2012. For over 10 years, big hit, now HYBE Lables, never dared to do it until now. And that's because it didn't end well last time. But now HYBE will debut their first girl group in the longest time, called LESSERAFIM, bringing in the biggest names in K-pop from the dissolved IZONE and other mysterious names to make this new monster girl group. However, there might be major problems with this group even before they debut. With accusations being tossed around, will history repeat itself? And is HYBE always cursed when it comes to girl groups? Or will LESSERAFIM be the group everyone is hyping them up to be? But I do know one thing, LESSERAFIM will be tripped the F out. I mean, the name already sounds like a fancy French perfume. And do you want that K-pop idol drip, or just actually want to look good for a change? That last statement was a question to myself. But if you answered yes, you can do all of that with today's sponsor, Fashion Chingu. Fashion Chingu is an online shop that recreates K-pop and K-drama fashion, so that anyone can get their favorite idol's fashion on a budget. I was actually surprised about the variety of clothing collections they offer. There's outfits from BTS, Blackpink, Twice, NCT, and more. Or you can get individual items like tops, jackets, and pants for both guys and girls. On top of that, Fashion Chingu has almost worldwide shipping and free shipping for orders over $60. So go ahead and check out the link in the description and find something to upgrade your style to K-pop idol status today. Thank you to Fashion Chingu for sponsoring, and now back to my video. Alright, with other videos that I made titled, "Are they making their biggest mistake ever?" it's mainly when they debut a new group. And are they gonna do it right? Their history, and basically what I believe will happen to the group. And I can say hype for LESSERAFIM is probably the biggest I've seen since Blackpink's debut. And I think we all remember how that went down. But let's jump back to LESSERAFIM, but more importantly, HYBE Lables, or what we used to call them, Big Hit Entertainment. So if you're a new K-pop fan, you might not know the story of Big Hit's first girl group. Okay, it wasn't really their girl group, but a collaboration with another company. That was Source Music. Basically, Source Music was managing this group with the help of Big Hit. And GLAM brought more of an old school version of Girl Crush and the hip hop sound to K-pop. Basically what was popular at the time, with 4 Minute and 21 popping off. They were just getting started when only 2 years later, it would all come crashing down. The main vocalist of GLAM, Dahi, was caught in 4K recording a conversation with actress and, more importantly, big-time actor Lee Byung-hun. He would come out and say that they were using footage of him saying some tasteless comments as blackmail in hopes of getting 5 million won or $4,000 out of him. She was found guilty and sentenced to a year in prison, but she would get released early because Lee Byung-hun, the victim here, decided to request she serve a 2-year suspension, aka out of prison sentence. Okay, that was pretty bad. But did GLAM march on? And did they rise from the ashes like a phoenix? No, all of the members' contracts were immediately canceled. I mean, it was a pretty big news story, and to come back from that was basically impossible. But should we really blame Big Hit or Source Music for the matter? No, I mean, how could they anticipate that someone would do this? But that's where the problem lies with Big Hit or HYBE with their history of girl groups, which is pretty short. I mean, this isn't something that you can really see coming. Speaking of something you can't really see coming. In the summer of 2019, newly named HYBE Lables splashed the cash BTS made and brought partial ownership in big K-pop labels or completely bought them out, like Source Music. From the end of GLAM till then, GFRIEND debuted and carved out an impressive presence in K-pop, racking up wins and sales and joining the HYBE family with their massive cash flow and reach globally. It seemed like GFRIEND would take it to greater heights. With 3 comebacks after the HYBE buyout, GFRIEND did see an increase in album sales, and they also saw an end to their time as a group. Again, not only 2 to 3 years since HYBE bought Source Music did GFRIEND disband. So does that mean something's gonna happen to LESSERAFIM 2 years after they debut? Probably not, you know, it's just conspiracy theories. But back to GFRIEND, unlike GLAM, whose reasons for disbandment was very, very public, GFRIEND's was very, very private. People posted their own beliefs, but there is no actual one that was said by HYBE or GFRIEND themselves. Sure, HYBE had a lot to handle with BTS, Tomorrow by Together, and Hypin, 17, and more, but still, to this day, I'm like, yo, HYBE, I'm still upset. And you know what? I'm just, dear HYBE Lables, I am still very, very mad about what you did to GFRIEND. You are good for nothing. I despise you. Hello? Are you for real? They just signed Sakura and Chaewon from the Produce 48 group IZONE and dominating girl group of Korea and Japan from 2018 to 2021? I'll get back to you. Dear HYBE Lables, I want to apologize for my previous email. The signing of Sakura and Chaewon that sent ripples through the space-time continuum of K-pop. Not really, but it was still a big deal. Okay, this is like cheating in a way because not many K-pop companies have the ability to pull these superstars from a really popular group to re-debut in another one. Okay, Vivis. But speaking of which, I'm gonna be live streaming on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/internetsnathan, and we're gonna be watching every episode of Queendom when it's released, maybe. So be sure to give it a follow, link in the description, so you know when I'm live. But not only Sakura and Chaewon being a big deal, another big deal is finding out that some of the members' infos was leaked as far as their names and how many are going to be in the group. LESSERAFIM is going to be a 6-member girl group. And there's also a very familiar face from Produce 48, Yunjin. She was pretty popular from the show, and growing up in New York means she speaks English.
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Hey, yo! Well, maybe not exactly like that. And plus, there's also 3 other names we have: kazuha, eunchae, and Kim GARAM. And Kim GARAM made headlines recently. Not in a good way. There was accusations against Kim GARAM from former classmates in middle school, where they dropped a bunch of photos of her which seems to have a cigarette in her mouth, which is facing the wrong way, by the way, and posing with friends in front of a chalkboard with some art every middle schooler in the world draws. But the serious claims were her being a bully and outcasting other classmates. HYBE originally said that yes, they saw the photos and the evidence, and that they were going to look into it and make a decision based off of that. And not too soon later, they did make a decision. HYBE quickly checked it and they denied the claims. Also, the Twitter accounts that made the accusations, well, they were deactivated. Sadly, I think this is gonna occur very frequently when a group debuts out of a big company. At the very least, this does maybe make some people look at LESSERAFIM in a different way. I mean, I'm pretty sure HYBE did their research on who they're accepting as trainees, but again, they can't really see everything. Looking into LESSERAFIM's debut, it's interesting to see the man himself, Hyuk, say he will take the producer lead on their debut, which he has led the charge for all the big names in HYBE and their sub-labels before, including BTS from the beginning, which makes LESSERAFIM's debut more personal to them, more personal to the company. Like they really want to oversee and guide this group in their debut. But will LESSERAFIM reach expectations or fall flat? The potential is for sure there. A multinational group from Korea, Japan, and the US, with English speakers and huge idols that everyone remembers. And of course, they have one of the biggest entertainment companies in Korea behind them. But there's a point when potential either becomes something special or something that could have been.